Assalamu alaikum students. We are this time submitting one more lecture on this solution of differential equations. It is lecture number 9. Actually, in lecture number 8 we discussed all about the equations which are reducible to homogeneous form. In lecture number 7 we had some of the equations which are not homogeneous. Now this is the application of one more problem. We are doing the applications of the differential equations which seem to be homogeneous, but there is the existence of constant. Due to that constant, the equation cease to be homogeneous. Such differential equations, we say these are the differential equations reducible to homogeneous form. Now this is another application that we took from your text or some other book. This question, it is the equation, this differential equation, solve this reducible to this homogeneous form. Let me name this first. You know how we proceed here. It is a linear differential equation of first order. If this constant would not have been here, then this was a homogeneous. Now we see here what is a1 by a2. a1 means coefficient of x in the numerator, a2 is your coefficient of x in the denominator, that is 2 by 1. And what is your b1 by b2? It is coefficient of y in the numerator, coefficient of y in the denominator. What is that? Minus 1 by 2. You have observed here, this implies that a1 by a2 are different. a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. Now you want to solve this differential equation. How will you proceed? You will apply the method known as the equation is reducible to homogeneous form. This is to be reduced. And second method is factor method, where we get a common factor. This is the change of variables method. Now we apply method of differential equation reducible to homogeneous form. Actually, you know, it is change of variable method. We put, as we discussed in previous lecture, this is, we are here in 9th lecture, and you will revise your 8th. You will get there. We put x is equal to alpha plus h and y is equal to beta plus k. As usual, what is your alpha and beta? Alpha and beta are variables, and h comma k are constants. These are constants to be chosen suitably. We choose these constants suitably as per our requirement. Well, this gives you dx is your d alpha. Here you get dy is d beta, so that you get your dy by dx will be d beta by d alpha. Therefore, our equation number 1, given equation number 1, this reduces to, so we have equation number 1 implies what? It is your dy by dx, it is d beta by d alpha is equal to, it is 2, value of x is alpha plus h minus, it is beta plus k, then plus 1. Here you will have x is alpha plus h, then plus 2 times, it is beta plus k, then minus 3. This is further equal to 2 alpha plus 2 alpha minus beta plus 2h, this is 2h minus k plus 1. Here I have taken the constants separate. 2 alpha minus beta is this 2h minus k plus 1. Similarly, here you will have alpha plus 2 beta, alpha plus 2 beta, then it is plus h plus 2k, h plus 2k minus 3. Okay, now as per the method, we have to choose h and k such that this is 0, this is 0 simultaneously, because we are doing at this time the case where a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. It is reducible to homogeneous form. We choose h and k such that this is simultaneously 0, then it will reduce to 2 alpha minus beta by alpha plus 2 beta. Let us name this for the time being equation number 2. I give the name to this equation 2. Let us come here now. Now what we do is we choose h and k such that 2h minus k plus 1 is 0, h plus 2k minus 3 is 0. This is the choice of h and k. We have already told you that h and k are constants at your disposal. Their choice is taken suitably to satisfy our requirement. Now how you find out this h and k? You know how we go. Yes, in previous lecture I have given you the method to solve these simultaneously. Simultaneously by cross multiply method. This is h, then you write k, then 1, then this is 2 1 coefficients minus 1 2, this is 1 3 1 minus 3 sorry 2 1, delete this is 1 minus 3 this side, then 2 1 here, then you delete this one, it is 2 1 2 1 minus 1 2 2 1 minus 1 2. This is your h, 4 plus 1 I'm sorry, we did here mistake. We have to delete this. Yes, delete this. It is your minus 1 2 1 minus 3. Deleting this, minus 1 2 1 minus 3, then delete this 1 minus 3 2 1, then delete this 2 1, rest is okay. This is your 3 minus 2 is equal to k by 1 plus 6 1 by 4 plus 1. Well, take first and last. When you take this and this, you will get h is equal to 1 by 5. Take second and last, you get k is equal to 7 by 5. Therefore, you write here the values of h. We have got h is equal to 1 by 5. We have got k is equal to 7 by 5. These are the two values, h is equal to 1 by 5, k is equal to 7 by 5. When we substitute here, this becomes 0 and this becomes 0, because we have chosen h and k such that this is 0, this is 0 by the method we have already explained it in previous lecture. Okay, now the equation number second reduces to, we write equation number second where it reaches now equation number second implies that d beta by d alpha is, now it is 2 alpha minus beta by alpha plus 2 beta, because these two become 0. This is now third. It is obviously homogeneous. It is a homogeneous differential equation, in fact order 1, degree 1. Well, for this method is, we put there, you put y is equal to Vx. Here you put what? Beta is equal to V alpha. Your y is beta and x is your now alpha. This gives you d beta by d alpha is V plus alpha dV by d alpha. Using in third. Now I have already told you by this, when it becomes the homogeneous, we make this substitution, homogeneous method, then the equation number third will be in a position that where we can separate the variables. Well, this is now, this implies V plus alpha dV by d alpha is, it is 2 alpha minus beta is V alpha by alpha plus twice V alpha. Let us simplify this now. This is further 2 minus V by 1 plus 2V. Because we take alpha in the numerator, alpha in the denominator, it is 2 minus V and 1 plus 2V. Okay, so that this is now alpha dV by d alpha is equal to, it is 2 minus V by 1 plus 2V minus V. This gives you alpha times dV by d alpha is, it is 2 minus V minus 2V square, minus V minus 2V square by 1 plus 2V. This is further minus 2V square minus 2V minus 2V square minus 2V plus 2, minus 2V square minus 2V plus 2 by 1 plus 2V. Now we are in a position to separate the variables. Variables are separable now. Now variables are separable. Separate the variables. You have 1 plus 2V by minus 2V square minus 2V plus 2. 1 plus 2V will go with dV, and this will come down, minus 2V square minus 2V plus 2. It is here dV is equal to 1 by alpha d alpha. Means variables got separated. You have separated the variables. Well, when variables are separated, you will integrate this. It is integral of 1 plus 2V by minus 2V square minus 2V plus 2 dV is equal to integral of 1 by alpha d alpha plus c. You see, when you solve such this integral is having the numerator first degree linear and denominator is quadratic, we usually do what? We try to express the numerator as the derivative of denominator. Let us see if we differentiate this, what we get. What is derivative of denominator? With respect to v, it is derivative of minus 2v square minus 2v plus 2. Even I can take one step here, I can take 2 common. I will write this minus 1 by 2. It is a 2v plus 1 dv. This is your, when you take 2 common, minus 1 by 2, it is v square plus v plus 1. Is it? It is 2v square minus 2v square minus 2v. Here it will be minus 1, sorry, because we took minus common. This is here minus 1. Multiply by minus 2, minus 2v square minus 2v plus 2. It is okay. Minus 1 by 2, we took 2 here. Now we will see what is derivative of this. Derivative of v square plus v minus 1 with respect to v. It is your 2v plus 1. You are getting derivative of this is this. You are directly getting this. When we differentiate this, it is f dash by fx. This is your log of alpha plus c. So it becomes directly f dash by fx. So what is this? It is minus 1 by 2 log of denominator v square plus v minus 1 f dash by fx dx. This is your log of alpha plus c. Okay. Now you can give the value to your v. Your substitution was what? You put beta is equal to v alpha. That means your v is beta by alpha. Use the value of v, beta by alpha. It is minus 1 by 2 log of your v is beta by alpha, means it is beta square by alpha square plus beta by alpha minus 1 is equal to log of alpha plus c. That gives minus 1 by 2 log of, it is beta square, it is plus alpha beta, this is minus alpha square by alpha square. Alpha square LCM, beta square plus alpha beta minus alpha square. This is your log of alpha plus c. So I have already told you that the case where a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, there you take some time to solve this differential equation. Where a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, it is a very simple case. You have to go by common factor method and solve the differential equation. Here in this case you need h and k, and that in that case you don't need h and k, as you know. Well, I will write it minus 1 by 2 log of beta square plus alpha beta minus alpha square by alpha, or you can write here, why to repeat this setup again, this I can write this minus log of alpha square is equal to log alpha plus c. This is minus 1 by 2 log of beta square plus alpha beta. Actually you know that this is in modulus here. Log we write in integration mode, because we are dealing with a real analysis. We take the modulus when we have the, suppose, integral of 1 by x dx. We actually write log of mod x in real analysis. This is the real analysis, so you can take modulus. Modulus in the sense you can write, take minus here common. This is minus alpha square, then this is plus 1 by 2 log of alpha square is log alpha plus c. So in this case minus is getting absorbed in this log form. You can write it. It is minus 1 by 2 taken count plus log of alpha square or let us write in this way also. There is no harm in writing this way. It is beta square plus alpha beta minus alpha square. This is your only log alpha is equal to log alpha plus c, because this 2 goes down. Now you have to this you can write log of beta square plus alpha beta minus alpha square is equal to minus 2c. Well, it is your constant. You can choose this log of beta square plus alpha beta minus alpha square is log of c. What is this now? This is beta square plus alpha beta minus alpha square is equal to c. This is the solution, in fact. Now we have to use the value of this is beta square plus alpha beta minus alpha square is equal to c, or you can write this way also. It can be alpha square minus alpha beta minus beta square is equal to c. Why? If I take minus in the log, because it is under the log, we can take minus common, log gets absorbed, we can write the result in this way also, no problem. Now what is your x? X is your alpha plus h, y was your beta plus k. That means alpha is x minus h, beta is y minus k. Therefore your alpha is now x is x minus 1 by 5 and beta is your y minus 7 by 5. Therefore you can write this now, this result, this is y minus 7 by 5 square plus x minus 1 by 5 y minus 7 by 5. This is minus, this is your minus x minus 1 by 5 square is equal to c. This you can write 5y minus 7 square by 25. This is your 5x minus 1. This is 5y minus 7 by 25 minus 5x minus 1 by 25 is equal to c. So the solution, it is square here, sorry, it is square. So solution is 5y minus 7 square plus 5x minus 1, 5y minus 7, this is minus 5x minus 1 square is equal to 25c. You can choose this 25, it is arbitrarily constant, you can choose this as c. So the complete solution of this differential equation is now, it is 5y minus 7 square plus 5x minus 1, 5y minus 1 minus 7 minus 5x minus 1 square is equal to c. Now here it can be plus, it can be minus here, it is one and the same thing. This is the solution of this differential equation in complete form. Well, this is the case when a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. You will proceed this way, and it takes some time, this problem, where a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. But when you have a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, you can take the lesser time in finding the solution. Let me have one more application. Let us have one more application. Solve the differential equation. Solve differential equation. It is 4x plus 6y, 4x plus 6y plus 5, 4x plus 6y plus 5 dy by dx is equal to 3y plus 2x plus 4. You have to solve this differential equation. 4x plus 6y plus 5, it is also of the same form, reducible, because you are having here separate constants. You can write it is dy by dx is this is 2x plus 3y plus 4 by 4x plus 6y plus 5. We have to solve this differential equation. You should remember, you should be very cautious when you write this differential equation, because we have to take a1 by a2. a1 stands for coefficient of x in the numerator, a2 is coefficient of x in the denominator. Let us see what is a1 by a2 here. It is 2 by 4. What is b1 by b2 here? It is 3 by 6. This gives a1 by a2 is equal to 1 by 2. So b1 by b2 is also 1 by 2, which implies that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, b1 by b2. What we do now? We apply the method of this common factor method. We solve equation number 1 by common factor method. It is also a reducible differential equation, homogeneous. It is also reducible, but it lies in the another method where a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. So how we go for its solution? When it is like this, it is now simple. We don't need to take here substitution, this variable transformation or change of variables. We don't take here x is equal to alpha plus h, y is equal to beta plus k. No, in this case we don't go that way. How we go? We write this. It is your dy by dx is equal to 2x plus 3y plus 4 by, take 2 common, it is 2x plus 3y plus 5. In this case you will get obviously the common factor when it takes the form a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. Let us put here now, put 2x plus 3y is equal to new variable z, differentiate with respect to x on both sides. It is 2 plus 3 dy by dx is your